we are here today. Today's gonna be a very long stream. So many nodes in that one section. Let's see how we get. Wait, how far into it we get. Let me actually raise my screen up slightly higher here. All right, perfect. All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this guy this time around. We're gonna probably farm the event like crazy this weekend. We can just do that. All right, let's get started. B6 today? Wait, that gate's still out? Is that really still out here? Wow, the gate is still out. No, but I'm good though. I'm good. Dang, she's still here till June. Wow. Don't worry. We have. Oh, look, Nero's here too. Well, I could get MP5 Nero. Mine's just MP4. She's good. Oh yeah. Trust me, she's good. But I have plenty of DPS already. Oh look, we have Tiamat too. Wow. But this is a really good gate right there. But we'll hold. We'll hold the line. All right. Oh, let me. So I'm. Lisa, yeah, she is good. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Yeah. I'm not saying. I'm saying she's great, but I have a lot of DPS already. All right, let me see. I got that and I got that. Okay, good. We're back in there. Avalon Lefay, Drake River. I'm evil? Nah, I'm not evil. Nah. She could be there, no problem. This is him doing his reconnaissance. And that's where things stand in Britain. Get it now? You mean you travel all across Britain in only 2 days, and that tiny body, no less. It was tight enough to make the end of the year rush feel like a leisure trip. I hope you get that too. Nope, sorry, I don't get it at all. It just feels like I've been subjected to a slideshow of somebody else's vacation. You gotta fill us in on at least a few specifics. All I got from that slideshow was peaceful, dangerous, peaceful, and gobsmacked. Oi, Okita. Sorry about that. I always lose a bit of intelligence when I switch to my recon form. Long story short, nothing major is happening in Gloucester of Salisbury. In Camelot, rumor has it that the Queen has begun preparing some kind of massive spell. The Calamity Pool is apparently going to tear through Norwich in a few days. And in Sheffield, the stronghold up north, well, I didn't learn much about anything there since there was no one there either anymore. Didn't you say it was still too soon to go to Norwich before? And that place is dangerous. All I can say there is that the time is now right. You and Da Vinci are serious about saving Britain now. And for the first time, Alteria has companions she knows she can depend on. Not to mention Muramasa's extra muscle. Honestly, I wish we still had at least a little more firepower to work with, but this is probably the best we can hope for. After all, there really isn't any time to spare. If you're going to go to Norwich, it's now or never. I haven't finished the event yet. I'm gonna grind it this weekend. How you doing, Eric? Welcome. Is that really it? Are you sure there isn't another reason? I noticed you didn't seem like yourself when you were telling us about Sheffield. Who, me? Don't be silly. Of course I was myself. The idea that if we're lucky we might just gain a powerful new ally from Sheffield never even crossed my mind. I'm doing good, doing good. Today was a slightly humid day, so I rolled down the windows. Oh my goodness, man. It was humid though. Besides, I said we were just taking a short break here, right? It's not a good idea to stay in one place for too long right now. You guys have a lot of eyes on you after all. Yeah, that cat, I don't know. I gotta do something about her. It's starting to happen more frequently now. I mean, it would be nice to have a proper base, but my forest isn't cut out for that. If an enemy were to invade us here, we wouldn't even last a day. Now, Chef... Whoops, sorry, that just slipped out. Anyway, the most important thing we need now is more allies, which is why I'm saying Norwich should be our next stop. She's just in heat. She used to not go in heat so frequently, but ever since I moved a bit, she started going to heat more frequently. You get it right, Paragon? I heard that declaration she made too. You know as well as I do that Alteria needs to be a good child of prophecy. Now is confidence and to get some accomplishments under her belt. Exactly. If she's going to save all of Britain, the best way to get started is by saving a city. Now I gotcha. If she can get rid of a calamity that even Queen Morgan's given up on, that'll change the child of prophecy from rumor to reality. Nobody doubts she was the real deal after that. I mean, that's true, but I'm not sure if I'm powerful enough to get rid of this calamity pool just yet. Sure you are. Long as you still got the kind of spirit you showed at the auction house, you can do anything. Worst case, it'll be a learning experience. Don't worry. If you end up falling to pieces over it, I'll pick them up for you. That's nice. Besides, isn't being reckless kind of your thing? You know what I'm talking about, right, Paragon? If anything, learning experiences are when you do your best work. What do you mean? I always play things safe. That's right, she does. Yeah. Oh, it's... Alteria is a big fuzzy bear who got it all. Bravery, spirit, seed, the works. It's Gareth. I think I got like this like MP3 because I've been trying to go for Castoria, I think. I think these two are normally in the gate together. Gareth and Castoria. I just know I'm so sure that she'll find a way to save Norwich too. So let's get going right now. Come on, Norwich Calamity City awaits us. Together, I know we can all save Britain. Who are you? Oh yes, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Gareth. I'm a vagrant with plans to become Alteria's attendant. Here, lunch. Oh, thanks, it's real nice of you guys to feed me like this. Man, all the fruit you've been giving me the last 2 days have been too yummy. This forest is great. I'm sorry, but can we get back on track? It sounds like... That's right, I've been following you guys since you left. Gloucester. Well, since you left the auction house specifically. The way you handled Tristan was amazing. Every fairy's scared to death for her, but you actually totally shut her down, verbally and magecraftedly. I haven't been eating nothing but vegetable every day for 16 years for nothing. Start over with a parlor trick class for babies. Just remember those classic lines makes me want to improve my own vocabulary. Anyways, that was when I knew without a doubt that you were the master I was meant to serve. And of course, I've been observing your exploits after Gloucester too. He didn't hesitate to help fairies in need, no matter how shady they seem. I don't know of any other fairies in all of Britain who can trust others like you have. I don't know much about Ainsley's prophecy, or what the rumors say, but I do know you're destined to save Britain. So please, Alteria, please let me come with you on your pilgrimage. I know I'm just a low-class fairy who's been fitting from city to city up till now, but I'm certain I could be of use to you. Gosh, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm not really anything special, so being someone's lord, I don't know. You do know you got a huge grin on your face, right, Alteria? And it was one of Alteria's fantasies to have like a servant, so this all works for her. Huh, I do. Okay, Alteria, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Let me ask you something. Why do you want to be Alteria's attendant? You say you're not interested in either Ainsley's prophecy or the rumors, right? So if you don't believe in the child of prophecy, why devote yourself to her? Well, to be honest, I really have just been a vagrant up until now. I don't even know what kind of fairy I am. I'm not part of the Wind Clan, or the Earth Clan, or the Fang Clan. I'm not especially good at anything. But the one thing I've always had a purpose is a purpose. This time, I want to keep everyone safe. This time, I want to be able to put up a real fight. And I want to help all the people I see suffering everywhere I go. That's always been my purpose. But I'm not very strong. All I can do is bite my tongue and grit my teeth. So far, I've only managed to get by using my iron weapon to destroy Moors. Then one day, I saw one of the Queen Tamlin from a distance, and I merely thought, I want to be a knight like that too. I want to be a knight who can keep everyone safe. I want to serve a king I can truly respect. But soon after, I heard that Queen Morgan was actually a bad king, and the only job with Tamlin was killing Moors. And I thought my dream could never come true in Britain as it stands now. But then, I heard that a fairy who could save all of Britain would be up for auction. So even though I didn't have much hope, I snuck in to see for myself. Then, I had my fateful encounter with Alteria there, and my dream of becoming a knight finally became true. Oh well, it hasn't come true just yet, but it feels like it may as well have, so... Anyway, that's my reason. Now, do you understand why I want to serve her? Oh yes, I get it. Looks like we'll just have to let you come along then. I thought Morgan might have sent you here to spy on us, but no spy would ever be so awkward. And since it looks like both Alteria and Paragon are in favor of you joining us, I have no objections. Besides, we can always use more fighters on our side. Glad to have you, Gareth. Oh, by the way, you said you didn't know what kind of fairy you were? Well, now you do. Since you're Alteria's very first retainer, that makes you Gareth the Squire. So the Squire is like the OG. So they're forcing us. Okay, well, this is not a bad auto. So let's just hit OK here. Change the lineup. We're forced to use these story servants. So we'll go like this. I think we could use them. Let's use them for a change. A change right there. Make sure I have it off farm mode. Okay, good. I mean off farm mode. Oh, that's right. That's not maxed out. Whoops. That's okay.
白兵戦行きます。アフタービジョンワンリミッツ。あっち狙うぞ狙うぞ。参ります。もちろんやります。ここでまっすぐね。望まれることを望まれたように。そっち負けないぞ。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラインドスカイバーン。突進ですやっ負けないぞ。狙うぞ。
いい機会だ。
そっち
軽くいくぞ。
突進です。
先人に学ぶとしよ
う。もちろん今のうちに準備。
いい。
やります。
これははっ掴む。軽くいくぞ。よろしい。いい機会だ。
もちろん。あっち
大きく。
結構器用なので結構素早いので自分でもよくわからないのですが狙うぞ。そっちやります。参ります。突進です。ここでバッすなわちが近いってパニックキュー。結構頑丈なので狙うぞ狙うぞ。ないぞ。突進です。
この程度はやらせてもらおう。
お待たせしたな。これがございます。生すすらず
Okay, that cat's a little tough. Damage cut for the fun of it.
説法は嫌いかな。 手よいい機会だ。夜の影、獣のうなり、死の毒の犬どもよ。今こそ声高く笑うがいい。手を
ぶっちぎる。
よろしい。
よし、まっすぐ。全力でこれが手加減だ。
よろしい。この程度はやらせてもらおう。
年でバカ、すなわちランチタイム。
Here she comes.
やだ、もうやだ。
戦いだ。敗れる時もある。
負けるわけにはいかない。リン様、どうかお気をつけて。ほえ、それで最短最速で。切り伏せる。全力でこれが手加減だ。ユーギちゃんの出番ですね。不安しかない。お任せあれ。そうだ。私はもう任せて。筋系、神経系、血管系、リンパ系、疑似魔術回路変換完了。これが私の全て。お待たせしたな。これが答えだ。
And this is a mini boss, which is kind of crazy.
見仏パ。それでいいか。
This is a practice round.
仏の数見せてあげる。5秒間シャトニュレーション。 それが前へで最短最速で地に瞬く願いの光星に願いを切り伏せる。はっ4連フルチャージ生スラッシュルビーお願い私を任せて。筋系神経系血管系リンパ系疑似魔術回路変換完了。これが私の全て。戦闘終了。お見事でしたミュウ様。まだまだだよ。次はもっと精度を上げていこう。
I can imagine some people probably get walled by that boss. They're like, oh, I can't. The Tamamo's too hard. Nice combo, Gareth. That was great. Thanks, Alteria. I was afraid we might get wiped out back there, but we won no problem. Who's Okiku, and what was she doing here? I got a real bad feeling about this. Let's just hope this ain't the start of something. I don't think I've ever seen that fairy here before. Maybe she's a stray who marked this area as her territory. Anyways, that was great stuff, guys. Paragon, Da Vinci, Alteria. Why don't you three go back to the carriage? Gareth, Muramasa, would you two mind continuing to escort Rida a bit? I'm worried that beasts and bandits will think he's easy pickings if he looks like he's out on his own. No problem. I've always been a fast runner. That's fair. Da Vinci's escorting him will only attract more attention. Better have someone more intimidating out there. So how long until we reach Norwich at this pace? About another day or two, 2 days or so. Assuming we don't run into any trouble along the way, of course. Oh, and by trouble, I don't mean the kind of wild fairy attack we just dealt with. That stuff's just like, just life out here. No, I'm most concerned about is running into some of the Queen's soldiers. That's why I've been having us go at a more relaxed pace. A horse-drawn carriage, tear assing through town is bound to draw unwanted attention, you know. The last thing we need is to be pulled over and have our cargo inspected. Does that mean there are wanted posters of the Child of Prophecy? That is, Alteria now? No, Alteria's fine. They'll think she's just another fairy from the sticks. The problem is Paragon. In general, it's against the law to take civilian humans outside city limits. So if some soldiers start questioning us about who he is and which clan he belongs to, we'll only be able to play dumb for so long. So straight up police interrogation. That's about the level of authoritarian crap I expect from Morgan. Yep, which is why we're taking it slow for now. If things get too hostile, we'll throw caution to the wind. By the way, Alteria, is this your first time going to Norwich? I've always wanted to go though. A whole city of smiths sounds amazing. But I thought fairies hated iron. The Wind Clan definitely does, but the Earth Clan sees it as a precious resource. It's iron weapons all fairies hate. They don't have much of an issue with the iron in the buildings or daily necessities. Well, your neighbors do tend to complain if you work with iron frequently, but that's just a sign of a good smith. It's a shame your first visit to Norwich will be while it's in such a state. But the fact is, this is your first big opportunity to turn things around. In fact, I say how you handle things in Norwich will set the tone for what happens to all of Britain. Remember the prophecy. A city of iron, a sea of soot. When the calamity recedes, her pilgrimage begins. That's definitely talking about Norwich. Most of the property is pretty abstract, but that's a pretty clear statement of where to go and what to do there. This is going to be a battle neither we nor Alteria can afford to lose. Indeed, whether she's real or an imposter, the child of prophecy has to save Norwich. But on the other hand, it's also plausible that disaster won't befall Norwich until the child of prophecy goes there. So I don't know what we really need to rush. For all we know, this could be our last peaceful journey. Together we might as well enjoy it. Alright, this is your first time traveling east of Salisbury too, isn't it, Perry? We'll be passing by Oxford soon. Take a look while you can. Woodwells, head of the Fan Clan, is based here. It's also home to one of the bells the Child of Prophecy will have to ring. So, we're not going to stop there? No, we're not. Well, while I love to show you guys all the restaurants there, we can't risk Woodwells finding us. He wouldn't even be interested in our value like Murian. He'd just try to kill us on the spot. So there won't be any room for peaceful discussions there, huh? Does that mean we'll have to fight our way to Oxfordsville? I'm afraid that'll be our only option, yes. Now that the Tamlin are the Queen's chief players, Woodwells might not have the same power he once did, but the Fan Clan is still Fairy Britain's primary military force. So we won't be able to storm Oxford for some time to come. Does that mean we're eventually going to have to fight there? Well, yes, if we're going to ring the bells, we won't have a choice. Lords like Aurora and Murian, who don't want to see their cities turned into war zones, are the exceptions rather than the rule. Besides, it's not like Oxford hasn't already seen more than its share of bloodshed. 1200 years ago, in the year of 800 of the era of the High Queen, this area belonged to the Wing Clan. But then the Fen Clan came and took it by force, leaving not one Wing Clan fairy alive. Then Murian and Gloucester must be the last of them. It's possible there may be other survivors out there somewhere. But as far as I know, Murian is the last member of the Wing Clan left. And that's why he wanted his land so badly. The Lord of Oxford's office. Welcome back, Lord Woodwells. I'm sure you must be exhausted from your latest trip to Camelot. I'd say that meeting was a complete waste of time. We didn't get so much as a single real answer. There were more hangers on than ever before, too. I swear, meeting with the High Queen gets more tiresome every year. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is the other clans. Can you believe Springen and I were the only clan heads to attend in person? Not Narabi's a traitor, Marian's a coward, Ainsel refuses to come out of hiding. All they care about are themselves. They don't give any thought to the future of this kingdom. Aurora and I are the only decent rulers this place has. Indeed, sir. No one cares more about Fairy Britain than you. I can only hope you and Her Majesty tie the knot as soon as possible. Yes, good point. Fairy Britain does need a strong hand to rule it. But then that dang Burl Gut came along. After all my hard work, he just shows up out of nowhere and claims the High Queen's hand for himself. So what if he's a mage from a foreign land? Where does a mere human get off stealing a march of my woman? Lord Woodwells. Pardon me, Lord Oxford. I'm here with a report on the ranch's resource management. Oh, Manoa, why did you come? Why did you have to come now? And after you finally earned a promotion to guard too. Is this a bad time, Lord Oxford? Should I come back later? It's fine, tell me. Yes, sir. Of the 60 humans that were being kept alive at the Western Ranch, 10 were assigned to Camelot, while the remaining 50 were assigned to us. Fine. With 50 humans, we can relieve the soldiers suffering from more disease of... Well, not exactly, sir. The remaining 50s were all taken to Manchester under Lady Gawain's supervision. She said they needed to be re-educated. She what? So that insolent little thing confiscated my humans without so much as a word to me? You chose the wrong day to say that. Please, Lord Woodwose, calm yourself. It's not his fault. He was just giving you a report. Silence! We shouldn't have to suffer for these pathetic creatures at all. If it wasn't for the Queen's limiting their production, we could have as many humans as we need. But sir, humans are emotional creatures. If we treated them like any other livestock, they stop being creative and they wouldn't provide any more nourishment for us. He's like, the Queen is controlling the birth rate of the country. Britain can't afford luxuries like that right now. The Moors are growing in number by the day. We need to bolster our armaments before they swallow the entire city. Or what? Does the Queen think the townmen can alone keep the Moors at bay forever? Has she completely forgotten how much we, the Fang Clan, has fought for her over the years? Lord Woodwose. Be calm, be generous. Remember, you're the knight fit for the High Queen. I'm going out for dinner. Clear out the body before I return. I'm told Aurora has brought some fine grape wine with her. It seems the Wind Clan is just as desperate to survive as we are. Yes, sir. So it would seem. Poor Manoa. He was really a good cook, too. He always said he wanted to be use of Woodwose, even though he was a human. Why can't humans ever seem to understand that they'll just never be as good as fairies? He shouldn't have been a captain. Chose the wrong time to say his report. Woodwose had to do it to him. That is correct. Drake River. Alright. Up to 470. Okay. Alright, so right here they're forcing us to use our units right here. This is not changeable, right? Yeah, it's not changeable, so forced to use the story units still. So we're gonna use the story units. Alright, so this is a... Actually, let's take out Elizabeth out here, because she kind of crashes the game. Let's put let's see, who are we fighting? Oh, we could bring Akko. Let's just bring Akko. Right here. See, I feel like leading with Akko. Let's lead with that. Let's do it like that. Perfect. We're gonna start looping like crazy.
暇じゃないの。余計な手間は取らせないで。
One of these get 50, I can't remember which one it does. Factor, okay. Oh, here it is. This is the one. Alright. Let's just do this.
今のうちに準備を。
粒子加速
櫛灘姫を紙に刺し切るぜ。
最初の底から今和の端へブレーン層をひとまたぎ。お待たせ。ちょっとだけ地球を救いに帰ってきたわ。
そこに至るはあまたの研鑽。気づきに気づいた刀塚。八重垣作るは戦時の刃。知ったら成仏していきな。
白兵戦行きます。
櫛灘姫を紙に刺し
サポート私ごとに。
神髄解明完成理念収束鍛造技法臨界。これが俺のつぶかり村正だ。
お待たせしたな。これが答えだ。スピンドル展開。サポートお願いね。
ぞ
せーの。
えい、ここでまっすぐぶっちぎりて運命ですから。
マダウ展開。サポートお願いね。
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドスカリバーン。
青神さん銀河の波の位置でバッすなわちランチタイム。
ぶっちぎり
あの
私ごとに。
辺りか。
やります。
ディスターション。
ここでまっす
お待たせしたな。これが答えだ。全力でこれが手加減だ。生すすらんじゃ
もうみっともであとは頼んだ。
ああ、とても楽しかったと思う。
I'm not getting no
黄金
debuffs.
率にも種類があるのか。 この時代だと私まだ展開。あかん死が迎えに来ても発展の先に一人になってもこのシグナルはなくならない。ツアークラブブルーマッシュ、私の道は私が照らす。そういうところよ。せーの、スビアブレイクスライダー。バトルすなわちランチタイム。やだ、もうやだ。ごめんな
That
さい。
cat has a lot of trick on his sleeves. Just instantly MPs.
はいドロー。よしよし。我が輝ける渦よ。
サポートお願いね。
いいぞ、できるぞ。
キャリー
行くぞ。白兵戦行きます。
今この辺かな。スピンドル展開。
Okay.
運命から
この時代だとこのくらいよね。
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドクリバーン。目覚めよ三頭竜。ツメイゴレイにしてドドンメー
ストレンジダウン、チャームトップ、術式拡大、衛星伝解放、バーナー点火。行くわよ。ハーツライトハーマー。
ありがとうございます。皆さんのおかげです。
We're definitely headed towards a third of these dang things. Dang it. Why does this gotta happen to me? I get no dang legends. I got no dang legends about defeating ghost cats. Excuse me. This is our chance second day of travel after passing by Oxford. The local animals are definitely more violent here. I wonder if it's because we're near the pit. You mean the giant hole over there? That's right, that pit is a giant hole in the very center of the Britain. And all of those walls you see on the north side of the pit, that's Camelot. The sinful city Queen Morgan's rules. So that's the pit. Mike told me about it. He said it's where sinister things are thrown away. He said if a fairy loses their name, they quietly disappear from the city and wind up in the western woods. But the truly unwanted things, or things that can't be destroyed, or won't get away, or are just plain in the way, what would we basically call non-burnable trash. He said they're all tossed into this pit. It sure looks deep. I wonder how far down it goes. Do you have any idea, Muramasa? That hole? I'd say about 10 kilometers or so. Good thing I didn't fall all the way to the bottom when Lancelot knocked me in there. I was lucky enough to catch myself on the wall before I got too deep. 10 kilometers? That's 6 miles. I should say that's 6.22 miles. Please stop talking about the pit, everyone. It's bad luck for all of us. Even me, just for listening to you. Everyone in Britain knows about the pit, and not to talk about it. It's just a bad idea. Remember those fairies we met who were headed there to throw away some trash? They were landfill pilgrims, criminals who had been sentenced to pit duty as part of their punishment. Most fairies don't even want to talk about the pit, let alone look at it. Please keep that in mind from now on. So they're criminals and pilgrims, isn't that? I know, I thought there was something strange about it too. Why do they call it a pilgrimage? I mean, that word was made for the child of prophecy, right? What I heard is there are 6 relics that the first 6 fairies left behind when they died. The bell towers in each city were made to enshrine these relics and let each clan honor their roots. An Ainzel called the journey of the child of prophecy would have to undertake. An Ainzel called the journey the child of prophecy would have to undertake to visit all those bells towers and rule over the clan of pilgrimage. You don't say. I could see that. I mean, there's no other reason I can think of for the concept of a pilgrimage to exist here. So the word was coined just for the child of prophecy. That makes a lot of sense. You mean the word pilgrimage is completely ordinary in your world, Paragon? Yup. You don't really have anything like religion here, do you? Okay, say there's a group of people who really believe. Let's say there's a group of people who believe really strongly in a certain teaching and formed a community centered on the belief where they all help one another. For people like that, the place where the teachings they believe in originated is considered a holy land. The trip some people sometimes take to that holy land to pray is called a pilgrimage. It's one of the simplest and most important rituals around. It is something anyone in our world can do. Really? So you don't have to be chosen by a prophecy to go on a pilgrimage in your world? Nope. That's one of the better things about proper human history. Everybody's equal and no one is special. You can still make amends even if you do something bad, and if you do good deeds, you can still be punished if you commit a crime. At its heart, that world settles disputes through dialogue. Not to say every dispute is resolved that way. Still, today's matters can carry over to tomorrow, and tomorrow's matters are carried over to the day after. Since no one there is eternal or volatile, the way fairies here are in the outside world, things are pretty much always changing. Wow, that sounds like such a human way to run a kingdom. I can't do much of anything on my own, so I love the idea of a world where people can just help each other. Then again, that's true for most people in the land of the Fae, so I guess it's really not fair to compare them. One thing's for sure, the Isle of Britain's a beautiful place. So what about you, Paragon? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I guess that was kind of a strange way to ask, huh? I was just trying to ask you what you think of your own world, and how you feel about what it is you're doing now. Oh, now I see. Oh, good. Well, it's hard to put it into words, but I guess I do have some concerns. Well, I'll be dang. I didn't think the land of the Fae had bridges this great. And I guess they still don't. Dang, what happened here? The whole thing's collapsed from the pillars up. Did they screw up the construction or something? Fairy Britain went through its rainy seasons not too long ago. So I guess it was a combination of flooding and Moors attack that did this. Now what we do, Norwich is just way past that hill on the other side of the river of Tears here, but I don't suppose fairy horse-drawn carriages can fly, can they? Of course not. Do you know why the ground exists in the first place? For the romance of it. Life's hardly worth living without romance. Even if I could fly, I still want to run along the ground. That's just the kind of horse I am. So he's saying he's not jealous of Pegasus, is what he's telling me. Right, I really don't get it. But I guess I can tell you how strong feelings, but I can't tell you have strong feelings about it. So I guess this is as far as the carriage goes, huh? Thank you for your service, Redra. Don't be ridiculous, dog ears. I've come too far as Paragon's loyal steed to turn back now. I swore in the poem I've been riding along the way that I would stay by his side to his journey's end. I'd sooner defeat you all and go home alone than let you leave me behind here. That is how committed I am to this cause. The River of Tears, then that must be the Drake's River. What's a Drake? I think I remember some fairy by that name in proper human history too, but I can't place it. The Drake are night calls. Oh right, night calls are great fairies, what's known as the Holy Grail of Water. The most notable characteristic is their ability to summon the treasures you want more than anything. How's that saying go again? A picture's worth 1,000 words? Take a look over there and see for yourselves. Remember those fairies we saw gathered over by the foot of the bridge? It looks like they're here for the Drake. Ha, you won't be able to make it back if you go in the river, only because you guys are weak. Move aside, cowards. I'm going first. Drake, can you hear my inner voice? I want a new silver axe to replace the one I lost. It'd be a huge help if you could get one for... Alright, there it is. I'm coming for you, Axie. It's like a genie. There isn't much I want for myself. But Lord Woodwills did order me to find a barret that would suit Lady Aurora, so... If you have a rainbow barret, that will look good on. Oh crap, there's one floating this way now. I guess I should go get it. But every fairy that went in the Drake River ended up... Oh crap, my hands just reached for his own. Oh, what just grabbed me? On second thought, never mind. So it's one of those self-destructive rivers. I don't need it after all. I didn't even want it for myself. Help, somebody help, ah! The river calls. Excuse me, but would you all mind terribly if I left you here and went back home now? He's like, listen, that fucking river's taking names. I don't want to go over there. It is horse ears. Nobody was talking to you. So as you can see, the Drake are very dangerous night calls. They lure people in with something they want, then drag them into the river to drown them when they reach for their treasure. The Drake are basically a scale that weighs your desires against your life. This bridge was probably built as a defense against them. So it's too dangerous to go near the water here, huh? That means we'll just have to hoof it. I can carry Paragon and jump from the ruined bridge to the other side. How about you two, Altaria and Gareth? Think you can make the jump too? Don't be ridiculous, Muramasa. Do you have any idea how big that gap is? I can do it. I'd be happy to do it. I've always been a real strong jumper. Oh sure, I can hop across those easy peasy. I mean, I am the child of prophecy. Dang. Didn't want to get outdone by the apprentice? I could probably make the jump too, but I'm not sure it's a good idea. Is it even possible to cross the river like that, Oberon? Nope. The Drake will definitely float treasure down the river while you jump across. If you catch even a tiny glimpse of it, you won't be able to resist diving for it. There's probably they'll show me a billion QP and like 3 Saint Quartz, and I'll dive right in there. Alright, here we go. Oh right, guess I should have known fairy mystics wouldn't make it that easy. See, Muramasa? This is why you need to look before you leap. Literally, in this case. Easy, Altaria, easy. I'm sorry. Muramasa reminds me of so much of an old man I knew in my village. It just slipped out. Guess we'll just have to make a detour around the river then. Can we go upstream to do that? Yeah, we can make it out to Drake's domain if we head upstream. We'll lose half a day or so, but that's better than you know, dying. Just don't look at the river at all. If you see something you want in there, ignore it. The Drake are invincible in the river, but they also never leave it. So as long as we keep our distance, they shouldn't be a problem. Treasure drifting down the river, huh? Hey Oberon. Couldn't we cross the river here as long as we ignore anything that drifts down it? No, we couldn't. The Draco would just keep sending new treasures down the river as long as their magical energy lasts. Ignoring the treasure is essentially a battle of wills with the Drake, which isn't the best idea. Wait, actually, that might work better. Sure, there are things we want, but nothing we'd be willing to die for. Besides, the thing we all want now, more than anything, is to save Norwich. There's nothing the Drake could offer us that could tempt us from that. So maybe we could... Hey, I see something coming down the river. It's... Uh-oh. A life-size Altaria plushie. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Are we certain she's not a dog fairy? A 2-meter long carrot. Oh, he's cooked too. No way. A holy grail? I don't know. I will not go in there for that. I was like, no, I have like 20 of those. If it would say that Altaria, it was like, come to the river, Altaria's there. I was like, okay, I'll definitely, I was like, hold on. That means the 6th gate, they were like, come to the river, the 7th gate of Altaria is here. Yep, I'm seeing a holy grail floating along from upstream too. But so what? At this point, another holy grail or two is nothing to us. They'll have to do better than that to sway Paragon and his iron result. A whole crate of holy grails? I can't hold back these feelings any longer. They should have put Saint Quartz in there. A crate of Saint Quartz, right? Oh crap. I didn't think they'd be this good at reading our minds. Still, I'm Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance genius. There's nothing they could show me that would tempt me away from. No way, a fossilized dinosaur? Oh, wow. And that's how Da Vinci's summer adventure happened. How did you clowns destroy the 5 lost belts? I wonder what Muramasa wants. No, it's not that they're weak. The Drake are just that good at tempting us with what we want. Don't you dare look at the river, Altaria. I'm gonna go pull those dang fools out the water before they all drown. Don't worry about me. I'm an imitation of myself, so there's nothing I want. Whoa, really, Muramasa? There's nothing in the whole world you want. Don't look at me, you idiot. The river's this way. Ah. I can't believe we lost 5 people in just 1 minute. What do you make of this, Muramasa? That's what she wants? You gotta be freaking kidding me. What does she want? Hey Oberon, find a rope or something and toss it in the water. What do you think I'm What do you? What? You think I'm just gonna find a rope line or? Oh, dang it! Now I looked at the river. Yeah, I wonder what I'll get. What do you mean sold out? You can't get anything. Oh, I didn't get that one. Sold out. Or not, I get to finally type the cute. I see. It might be more story stuff. Let's see. Well, you adults have anything to say for yourselves before I bash your dang's heads in? All together now. How could we not go for something like that? Oh. You're not even pretending to be sorry. As soon as this Norwich business is over, you're all doing zazen for a day. You can be very strict sometimes, huh, Muramasa? By the way, do you know what zazen is, Paragon? It's kind of meditation where you calm your emotions to clear your mind. Really? That sounds like fun. Is it anything like one of those out-of-body experiences? Ah, the treasures are all gone. They must have been illusions all along. Dang you, Drake! Oh wow, you're right. My perfect Altaria plushie is gone. Too. All I have to show for my trouble is this lump on my head Muramasa gave me. I figured as much. There's no way they could have had all those things you lot wanted so readily at hand. They were just a bunch of counterfeits. No more substance to them than bubbles in this water. Wow, that was profound. I'm impressed. Oh, thanks. Anyway, let this be a lesson to you all. If something looks too good to be true, it almost certainly is. And that's in the proverb that's still good to this day. Yes, sir. So what's our current situation? It looks like we're at the bottom of the river. I can't see the surface from here. It's safe to say we're in Drake's Fey domain now. So I'm afraid it won't be as easy as swimming our way up and out of here. So we're gonna have to do something about these Drake fairies before we can leave, huh? Well, since they went to the trouble of dragging us down here, I imagine it won't be long before they come to us. So what kind of fairies are the Drake anyway? Humanoid? Fishy? I heard they're mermaids, but no fairy they've dragged it in has ever returned to say for sure. Oh, but I also heard they prefer humans to fairies, and that they especially like to capture male humans and make them their lovers. Apparently they let humans go before they die, which is how the name Drake spread in the first place. Huh, so they take lovers then release them. Almost sounds like they're getting married. Wait, is that why Drake lure people into the river? To find a husband? That's right. They take arranged marriages to a whole new level. Huh, sounds like they have a lot in common with proper human histories Drake then. You mean there are Drake in your world too? Yep, the legend is known all around Europe. It says they transform themselves into cold rings or saucers, float themselves down rivers, and pull any man who tries to pick them up down into the depths. But it's not so that they can make the men their lovers. It's so that they can... I want it. I want it. My purpose. Please, let me have this. I've been looking forever, but I can't find anywhere in this world. Hey, here they come. Fight now, talk later. Don't take them lightly, Paragon. From the looks of it, this is going to be a long battle. Also, I gotta bring the heavy hitters. I gotta bring Super Orion out. It's gonna be a long battle. Oh, wait, I don't even know what we're gonna fight. Let me type out the queue real quick. let's get started. Let's see what we have here. Oh wait, it's just story support. Okay. Well, if this is the case, then I'm gonna pick. I'll probably pick Castoria just a loop. So I'll bring this and bring my Akko. Oh wait, I could bring my Bradamante and all that. Oh, this is good too. I say we could just like farm with Bradamante here. We'll just continuously do it. The 1 DPS. Okay, 400k. We can do this. Avenger. Okay, well. Nullify buffers just increase damage with the curse enemy at the end of each turn. Oh wow, just constant curse. Playing Protea. Okay. That's pretty cool. Nice little shapeshifter. Goodness. Took her out, okay.
を伸ばしてごらん。いいことだと思う。感じるといいとも。そうかい。遠い楽園、開かれた希望、香るひとひらを送りましょう。兆しを抱いて歩みなさい。風バーバロン。遊覧飛行っていうの？おてんばり失礼。なんとか気力十分。気力十分。お任せタコール。お任せください。ていやっとうわ
Oh, it's a saber. Oh. Okay.
やだな。運命です
Hopefully it transforms.
やります。もちろん。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐなんだ白兵戦行きます。やだな。手を伸ばしてごらん。いいとも。遠い楽園、開かれた希望、香るひとひらを送りましょう。兆しを抱いて歩みなさい。風バーバロン。遊覧飛行っていうの？おてんばり失礼。夏でから特別よ。望まれることを望まれたように負けないぞ。光よ、螺旋となりて全力で参ります。ブルークリーンアトランタ。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。見せてあげるよ。そうかい？やあ、アバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう。私の顔ばかり見ていていいですか？遊覧飛行っていうの？おてんばり失礼。柄ではないんだけどね。動いていこうか。光よ、出題。 いていこうか。手を伸ばいいとも。そうかい。やあやあ、アバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう。私の顔ばかり見ていていいのか。咲かせてあげるよ。君用のベッドメリーが夏だから特別だよ。そうかい。いいとも。負けないぞ。遊覧飛行っていうのかい。君用のベッドメリーがここでまっすぐ。今のうちに準備。手を伸ばしてごらん。いいとも。たとえどれだけ遠くとも私の向こうに楽園がある。行方を感じて目を開けてウィンズ・オブ・アバロン咲かせてあげるよ。おてんばりスプレー夏だから特別だよ。気力十分。
Yo, how you doing, Christian? Alright, so we go like this. Oh, thanks. I get that a lot. They're like, oh.
運命ですから。
I never do this.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラインドカリバーン。遊覧飛行っていうのかい。
The challenge is, can we keep Bradamante alive before this boss kills us? It's like, let me just heal her up a bit. Here you go. Oh. Yeah. This is a gacha game. This is Fate Grand Order. It's a very good story. Very good story. Definitely recommend. For the story, that is. For the story.
見せてあげるよ。手を伸ばしてごらん。いいとも。そうかい。遠い楽園、開かれた希望、香るひとひらを送りましょう。兆しを抱いて歩みなさい。
Oh, here you go. Let me do this right here.
遊覧飛行っていうのかい。君用のベッドメリーが夏だから特別だよ。
It's called Fate Grand Order. We're about to style on this Draco thing. We're gonna take it down with a Lancer. That's how strong. That's how confident we are. We are right here. We're gonna just go.
モンジョーダコール、お任せください。光よ、螺旋となって全力で参ります。 どこに向かうんだい？
Yeah, you can do either or. You can do it on phone or PC. Only thing is, if you play, you have to do something called a transfer code. Make sure you. Actually, let me see if it allows me. Because that's the only thing is, like, just make sure you generate one of those. Excuse me, and write it down, because this doesn't have any Google Play sign-in integration or anything like that. So you gotta watch out for that. So if you ever like try to like play on another phone, you unfortunately won't be able to do it, because it's all stuck to one device until you transfer it using the code. It's nowhere. Why? Teach a lesson one day? Oh yeah, how to get it? Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know what I want. I don't know. But I dream of it. I dream of my treasure. I dream of my love. Of my baby. The Drake has dispersed, but what's a baby? Do you know, Alteria? No, I never heard of a baby before. Baby. Me either. I wonder what could it be? Huh? Seriously? Yeah, it's free. Yeah, you don't have to pay anything. It's free. You can download it, and the only thing you have to be mindful is that there's stuff in here that actually costs actual money, but you don't have to buy any of it. You just play for free. Ah, I thought that might be the case. Paragon, let's talk about this later. Just the two of us. Okay, sure. Look, the flow of mana is returning to normal. The Drake Fey domain must have been dispelled. Hooray, wait. Ah, now I understand. So there's a CE that's called like underwater or deep dive. That's probably them in the Drake domain. I see. So you fought the Drake at the bottom of the river, and you even won. Then you almost drowned while you were chatting because you didn't realize the river had returned to normal. And you finally made it back here on foot after being washed ashore downstream. Does that about sum it up? Oh well, I was just keeping an eye on our stuff. There's no scales off my wing. Come on, don't pout, Oberon. I'm sorry I left you all alone. Oh, you can put the rope away too. I'm pretty sure you actually found one. You could thank Blanca for that. She's the one who found it. You should have come with us, Oberon. It would have been fun. No, that's okay. I'm not too fond of water. Thank goodness the Drake were all sold out. Anyway, now that we don't have to worry about the Drake anymore, we can cross the river no problem. Retrobit, head upstream until you find a bridge, then wait for us outside Norwich. Don't worry, you stand out so much that we won't have any trouble finding you. I guess that is the only option, isn't it? I'm sorry I can't provide you with a pleasant carriage ride the rest of the way. Okay, but I promise I'll catch up to y'all in Norwich in 2 days. One if I don't take any carrot breaks. Take care until then, everyone. And please don't fall for another Fey horse while I'm gone. Okay, we should get across the river now, before the sun sets. We can make camp on the other side and rest until morning. Don't worry, there's no need to rush anymore. At this point, Norwich is so close we can almost taste it. We'll be right on time for our date with Destiny, just as planned. Small little update there. continue on onwards. Oh yeah, this is all story. Oh, never mind. I thought it was all story, but we actually got some actual support stuff in now. Oh, by the way, if you download it, all right, hold on. Let me give you this too. In case you do end up downloading it, you can just add me on here. Where is it? Go here. Search. Here, you could add me on here. Just let me know if you downloaded it. I can add you, and yep, there you go. That's like a friend code right there. All right, let's continue here, and then let's go over to. Wait, that's it. Don't look at that. I'm gonna do that this weekend. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here and then go to over here. And then let's continue here, and we got. Let's see what we have here. All right, let's hit refresh. That was one right there. And here comes number 2. And then number 3 is about to come up right here. Then we have number 3. Alright, so Nick's profile didn't pop up. So we're gonna go with Azrael next. He's up here, I saw him. Alright, let's go up here. Let's continue right over here. Alright, so we're fighting berserkers and riders. So assassins. Use Draco? Okay. Wait, this is yours, right? This is your Draco? Wait, let me sure. Okay, I was mistaken. I saw 222 on there. Oh, okay. Oh, that's 22 something else. That's a pen, right? Okay, never mind. A pen skill. Okay. Never mind. We're good. We're good. All right. So we're gonna use Draco, and we're gonna put. Let's put, since they want assassin, we can put her there, and Draco I believe is arts. I think. Yeah, arts. Okay. And we'll put her here, like this. All right, perfect. I still remember I brought Delante's Draco to one of the fights, and that I believe that was when Tom Vasquez said, "Forgive me for my outburst," but like I never I was talking about when Delante's Draco first. It was back when the very first Branner Draco come out. You were like, "Yo, just test it out. Put Draco out there." I put Draco out on the field, and she died. She died the first time. I have a feeling yours was so. I think she survived like maybe twice since then, so that's good. Every time I use Draco, so that's good. She did carry one of those fights. I remember that too. You remember that? That's probably like a year and a half ago. That's like put yours to the slaughter. Oh, it was against Arjuna, I believe. I think we were squaring up Arjuna, and Arjuna wasn't with the BS, and he was like, pop, pop, smack down that Draco, you know, like he's like, let me show you true Kami-sama real quick. All right, so let's do this right here. You got her killed? Hold on, let me read the skills in the right order real quick. Smack down the Draco. Yeah, he did. He was like, let me show you how it's done. Alright. So, let's see. The right order is left to right. Okay, alright. Stay left. Let's go.
黄金のこれぞ獣の勝利堕落するがいい
Alright, and then we're gonna give her all the buffs.
日向の火薬の匂い動いていこうか感じるといいさ喜べ貴様らの運は今尽きたやあアバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう私の顔ばかり見ていていいのか地に富を築き天に届かんとするのその願いに応えてやろうレイバロン・デムス・アウメアでな生きがいいからそれで
I forgot her stuff was single target. They're just eating boxes. Alright, let's do 2020. Alright, we got this right here.
動いていこうか
Ayo Beast's anniversary. You talking about Ishtar?
金を持って皿を持って七つの竜よ我が指となるがよ平らげよいや見過ごして
Irish. Oh my bad, yeah. Irish. Oh, she's perfect for this. She'll just like run it through.
人が抱える欲望を見金をも皿を持って七つの竜よ我が指となるがよ平らげよいや見過ごして
Alright, just survive. Okay. Paper amulet. Nothing. Alright, let's just juice her up.
好き放題扱ってあげましょうはち切れそうでしょさっき皿を持っていいともドッキングだうまい息がいいからするねぶっちぎってぶっちぎって
That damage cut is really nice.
喜べ貴様らの運は今尽きた皿を持って金を持って七つの竜よ我が指となるがよ平らげよいや見過ごしてドッキングアニがそこだはっはっすなわちら
Now, can she survive with damage cut? I doubt it. Oh, wow, that did little damage.
マスター、怒らないから白状なさい。
Really good unit, for sure.
したわね。おやおや、これはいけない。
Alright, in case it wakes up and does it again, let's just do this.
見せて黄金の世の力を見る力を見せる聞こうよれ喜べ貴様らの運は今尽きた金を持って地に富を築き天に届かんとする者その願いに応えてやろうデイバロンドムスアウベアでな全力でこれが手加減だバトすなわちランチタイムそこだ眠くなってきたのである
So my thing is, how many times can morning arrive?
気力十分喜べ貴様らの光よ人が抱える欲望を見酒を持て見るがよいこれが貴様らの繁栄のこと地に富を築き上げ欲望の末路であるお待たせしたなこれが答えだ全力でこれが手加減だ毒の網だお待たせしたなこれが答えだ 足をくじいてしまったな
So... Two turns. I think we're fine. We
来
can do
月
this.
衝撃版装填します来月衝撃版装填しますはい酒を持て示弾装填します眠くなってきたのであるお待たせしたなこれが答えだ
Well, at least it's still stunned, you know. It's stunned twice, so that's good.
人が抱える酒を持て金を酒を持て見るがよいこれが貴様らの繁栄のこと地に富を築き上げ欲望の末路である全力でこれが手加減だ脳死死ぬためバトすなわちランチタイム
I should say it was stunned until it was like, nah, forget about it.
感情なのが
Goodness.
オルテナウス
Well, at least when we attack it, it's gonna get stunned. So hopefully that cycle, that ends it right there.
金を皿を持って酒を持ってうまい脳死お待たせしたなこれが答えだ質も三流かよう煩わせるな
Let's survive 10 turns, gotcha. That was quite the fearsome foe, wasn't it? And this bread is really yummy. I never used to think of eating as important before. But I thought I'd try it for myself after seeing Alteria enjoying food so much. And now I can't stop. Now that you mention it, you do eat a lot for a Wind Clan fairy, don't you, Alteria? Usually it's the Fang Clan that live for the food. Are you actually a Fen fairy? No, I'm just a low-class fairy. I don't even belong to any of the 6 clans. I only got in the habit of eating because the people of Tintage village would always give me food. Tintagle village? Then the rumors are true. You really did survive Woodwell's childhood prophecy hunt. Well, I don't know if I'd say survive so much as barely managed to escape thanks to Merlin's magecraft. I really didn't do anything all that spectacular. The whole thing's kind of become exaggerated as time goes on. By the way, Gareth, do you know why restaurants first became popular here in Britain? Come to think of it, no, I don't. Going into a restaurant was never an option for me, so... Yeah, remember they say the fairy imitate humans. They're not just places to eat, they're also a way for the Fang Clan to keep their violent impulses in check. Woodwell's made a big speech once about how, now that the Fang clan served the Queen as their army, their lack of manners were unbecoming. So he said he would give them a proper education and teach them to satiate their desires with meals. At some point, that first restaurant he started blew up into a major chain. And now, owning a restaurant is considered one of the hallmarks of success here in the land of the Fae. So the reason Woodwell's is so particular about etiquette and dressing like human is, yep, it's all to cover up his own violent nature. He might act like a gentleman now that he's the head of the Fang Clan, but at his core, he hasn't truly changed. He's still a brutal and greedy fairy who gets his kicks from tormenting the weak. If it doesn't sum up the whole Fang Clan, I don't know what does. Still, now that the Tamlin are the Queen's most valued fighters, he settled down into just being an old fairy who wields his authority like a club. So does that mean he's not all that strong? That's right. At this point, he's just an old fairy. Y'all are definitely stronger, since you managed to defeat the Drake. So once you eventually get around to defeating Woodwell's, you should take the chance to go to one of his restaurants. I've only seen a few times with myself, but I can tell you their food is to die for, especially the salads. After all, even warriors need rewards to keep themselves motivated. So I hope that gives you guys something to look forward to as you help Alteria out. Good. Alteria and Gareth are over by the other campfire talking with Oberon. So as you can probably guess, the reason I'm talking to you over here is because I'd rather they not hear what I'm about to say. Although, what? Is there a problem with me being here? I'm technically a proper human history servant too, you know. Oh, alright. Maybe it's better if you hear this too, Muramasa. So getting back to where we left off in our discussion of the Drake from proper human history. The reason they drag men into rivers in our world isn't because they want husbands. It's because they want to mate. If they come across a woman instead, they make her serve as their child's wet nurse. And that means they wanted babies, not lovers. Basically, yes, but the Drake here in Fairy Britain can't have children. Even though they drag countless men down to their doom. Do you know why that is? It's because babies don't exist here. Looks that way, but the problem goes even deeper. We've seen that fairies here basically just imitate human society. So we can assume that the two species' way of life are fundamentally the same. If fairy society doesn't have something, that will be because it doesn't exist in human society either. And that means human and fairy Britain have no natural means of reproduction. There's no concept of childbirth here. I had a feeling something was off when we learned that they only have predecessors and successors here, instead of parents and children, but now I'm pretty certain. Wait, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. No, you didn't miss much. I'm back. Whoops. I am back. Alright, so, oh, well, the space case is kind of a little funky. Oh, I see, because it's lopsided. But, yeah, I'm good. We're back. So, they're just talking about, like, there's no children born in this land of the Fae. I get the fairies spring up on their own. They're always been, like, extensions of nature. And how the hell are humans born if they can't reproduce on their own here? Don't tell me they just spring into existence on their own too. No, here humans are produced. I don't know if it involves some kind of artificial insemination system or if they're manufactured like homunculi. But however they're made, they're produced, raised, and shipped out as individuals with nothing in the way of parent or sibling. I'm sure they still have things like marriage, husbands and wives, and even if two humans get married, then they'll be able to produce their own descendants. So that's what human life is like here in Fairy Britain, it seems. It may seem cruel and inhumane to us, but for fairies who live here, like Altaria and Gareth, it's just another ordinary fact of life they're probably never questioned. At this point, I have no way of telling why things turned out that way here. But I didn't want to tell you while Altaria and Gareth were around in case it came as a shock to you and made things awkward around them. So that's why I decided to keep this information just among us. So humans only ever know one generation here. Okay, I think this should be enough. Plus, I hate to wake them now that they're resting up for tomorrow. Huh, what just flew out of Paragon's tent? Was that a bird? Has he been raising one in secret all this time? Nah, that can't be it. Oh, hi Blanca, sorry about that. How are things in Norwich? Does it look like the calamity will start tomorrow? Still no sign. Then we should just be in time. Looks like there really is no changing Einzel's prediction after all. On the other hand, it's also plausible that disaster won't befall Norwich until the child of prophecy goes there, huh? Once Altaria arrives, Norwich will be destroyed. I knew that, and I brought her here anyway. Altaria will dispel the calamity and live with the responsibility for Norwich's destruction. What a cowardly, devious guide I am. I can't even help them prepare for what they're about to go through. But they have to get through this, or nothing will ever change. After all, the prophecy is clear that the first bell to be rung in the pilgrimage is Norwich. Okay, thanks Blanca. Why don't you rest up too? You must be exhausted. No, I'm not going to tell them. It's impossible to save Norwich. Paragon doesn't need that on his shoulders. But better I carry that extra baggage than burden him with it. Don't worry about it too much, Blanca. This is all in line with the prophecy. Besides, it looks like we still have a whole day until the calamity begins, right? Both Paragon and Altaria will need some positive memories before all starts. So tomorrow they'll relax and enjoy everything Norwich has to offer. The next day, the fighting will commence. Oh, that means the next section is going to be all-out war. And Norwich? Wow! It's gonna, what's that, 4, like, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9 or 10 nodes. Oh my goodness.
立春から88日目といえば慣れ
Next stream is gonna be a stream though. All right then, so that puts us. Oh yeah, we can do this one. Yeah. Well, who knows how long each node is gonna be, right? So let's do a friendship point summon, and if we get Anger Manu, we'll do either Tiamat or Draco. See what we get. All right, nothing. All right, so that brings it to the end. All right, so thank you all for definitely, yeah. This Lost Belt's no joke. It's like, but I like the writing. It's really good writing. Thank you all for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it, and hopefully, see you next time. Goodbye. Adios. Bye bye.